Breaking tonight, the nation's largest Catholic school has now banned a popular conservative speaker from speaking on campus. A student group from DePaul was recently trying to get Ben Shapiro to speak when they received the following email from an administrator. Given the experiences and security concerns that some other schools have had with Shapiro speaking on their campuses, DePaul cannot agree to allow him to speak on our campus at this time. And while Ben was met with censorship and unruly protests earlier this year, he says this latest situation reveals a serious double standard. Ben Shapiro is an attorney and editor-in-chief of thedailywire.com. Ben, great to see you. Here we go again.
You too.
What is it they say is so objectionable about you?
What I love the most about this situation is that they don't even say that what I'm saying is so terrible. Instead, what they say is that because I've been met with violence at other campuses, this raises security concerns. So in other words, they can't keep their own students from assaulting people, so therefore they can't bring in speakers who disagree with the students. So basically we now have the rioters' veto.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
If they get violent, they have to protect the students from the students.
Because in the guy's letter, this is the, let's see. He is the student, the guy, okay, Bob Janis. He's the vice president of facilities operation who sent out this email. He doesn't make clear what it is that you say that's objectionable, but he seems to be trying to be getting covered by saying, if you want Dinesh D'Souza or Dana Lash, you can have them, but Shapiro,
I have no idea. I mean, honest to God, Dinesh D'Souza was dangerous enough the Obama administration jailed him, so I have a feeling that it has nothing to do with my views.
He made
they had a Palestinian terrorist, convicted terrorist, a couple of years ago, right? They actually had a woman named Razmia Oda speak on campus a couple of years ago. She's actually a convicted terrorist. So I think it has very little to do with what I'm saying, and much more to do with the idea that these administrators are so gun-shy of controversy that they don't want to tell their own students to, I mean, what they really should tell the students is, guys, you seem a little bit excitable. Hand out some free pot. Everybody will just come down a little bit, and then everything will be all right. But I guess they're unwilling to do that.
But that's the thing, is if you think the students are going to get unruly because they don't like what a speaker is saying, then you might need to hire a little extra security. Do you stand for free speech or don't you? And this is how it's been eroded at the edges, and it's getting a little closer to the middle now, Ben. It's not even just at the edges these days.
Yeah, that's right. And what my biggest problem is that what they're really doing is they're equating words with violence. So they're saying that the students get violence, therefore my words must be the driving factor in them getting violent. If this is how things are going to be from now on, free speech doesn't exist, because it really creates an incentive for people to get violent at protests and get violent when speakers come, to make sure that people, like the people they disagree with, don't get to show up on campus anymore.
Free speech, the First Amendment is there to protect controversial speech. It's not there to protect speech everybody agrees upon and finds very flowery and lovely and rainbows and unicornsy. It's there to protect speech that may upset you, may be somewhat incendiary, because that's the speech that needs protecting. That's actually, DePaul, what we happen to stand for as a country. Okay, Ben, great to see you.
You too.
Every time they cancel him, we're giving him a forum here at the Kelly File. Every time. And then we're just going to let him talk. One of these, I'll just give him an hour. He can just talk. He can say whatever he wants to say for it to a couple million people. Will that rate?
Yes.
All right, coming up.